Hello and welcome to Megawatt, where each week we give you the lowdown on the latest piece of kit from the world of technology and gadgets. Coming up this episode, we've got the personal media player from Archos, the 605 Wi-Fi, plus we've got news, reviews, tips, tricks, opinions, and much more. Stay tuned. And so here it is. This is the Archos 605 Wi-Fi audio video player. Bit of a mouthful, I know, but basically what it does is it allows you to watch videos, music, images, and a couple of other bits all on the go in a handy device that can fit in your pocket. Pulling it back out of the pocket, tech specs to get really excited about. It's an incredibly large 4.3-inch screen. It goes from one side to the other. It's also got a touch screen, so you can press and interact with the buttons without having to worry about it. But in addition to that, if you're really afraid of, your fingers don't work for some reason, there are additional buttons on the side. Other things to note, it has Wi-Fi built in, which means you can connect it to a PC or download extra content online on the internet. We'll come to more of that later. And you can connect it to your television to record programs off it, or actually watch the programs that you've recorded on this device on the screen, your big screen. And nicest of all, it has a little stand which allows you to perch it there so you've got a perfect viewing angle when you're sat at the desk trying to do some work. We hate spam. Yeah, I thought you just screamed as well. Of course we hate spam. Everybody hates spam. Do I really need to know the latest stock market? Do I really need to get some pills to make me better in bed? No, no, and no. I'm quite happy with the size that I am, thank you very much. I'm quite happy with my financial situation, and I certainly don't need to help transfer millions of pounds, which I'm going to get a small slice of. This is just bonkers, and it's all coming from Russia, and it's all a pain in the arse. If we didn't have spam, just think how empty your inbox would be. Just think how nice it would be. It'd be lovely. You get an email and you think, this is actually from someone I know. And that's why we hate spam. With a 4.3-inch screen, you'd be mad, I tell you mad, not to want to watch videos on this device. I mean, the screen is massive and takes the lion's share of the control of the device itself. Now, to access the video, along with everything that you want to do on this device, there are two options. One is actually touching the screen itself, or the second is using the buttons. This time around, we're going to touch, because, we've got a finger. So you press the button and then you come up with a menu system of all the available tracks. Now this one that Archos have sent us has got a couple of videos that we can show you, but you can also, as it says here with demo, you can load things into separate folders. Now pressing the button there, let's see if that loads up. And it gives you a series of folders which I can either scroll down via moving my thumb like so, up and down, or using the buttons to see what's going on. Now I'm going to go back because I quite fancy the idea of this Vodo TV demo, and all I have to do is press the button and here we go. Now there's a volume control so you can get it louder, or via the little speakers down here. And there's also a headphones jack as well, so you don't have to annoy people on the train or around you. Now controls, you can speed through to a certain clip in the movie, obviously come back, you can do that all via touchscreen, plus you can pause, and then also you can set a number of other options, such as whether you want it the original size, in this case it's slightly smaller, or full screen, to get it there, and then also you can gain information about the track, etc, etc. Okay. The video interface is really simple to use, and that's video.
Look, it's a product that's been out for years, a PSP. Isn't that exciting? Well, supposedly it is, because this is now the PSP Slim, or Lite, depending on who you talk to. What it means, 33% lighter, 19% thinner. Yeah, and that's about it really. There's not much change. The graphics are still the same, the processor's still the same, there's still the Wi-Fi option, and all the other things. What is different, however, is that you've lost the TV out cable in the box. That's going to be sold extra when it comes in, and it comes in this piano black finish rather than just calling it black. That means it's a bit glossier, a bit lighter, a bit more plasticier, to be honest. And overall, it's Sony doing what they do best to a console that's sort of struggling along, bringing out a slightly thinner, smaller, lighter version to hopefully boost sales a bit further. Overall, you're not going to notice much difference, and certainly if you're a PSP owner already, then, well, there's no point getting this one because it's exactly the same as you've got already. For those trying to think of whether the PSP would be worthwhile over the DS, again, it's up to you. It's a choice you're going to have to make, and the thinness doesn't really make that much difference. But anyway, here it is, the PSP Slim.
Okay, one of the really cool features about the Archos 605 is that if you buy the optional docking station, it allows you to plug it into your home entertainment system and record directly off TV. All you have to do is hit the recorder button and you get a number of options. Now, we haven't updated this one from our registration yet, but what this would allow you to do would give you an electronic programming guide. Furthermore, you can then get a TV scheduler, so your TV shows recorded when you need to, like you used to do with your timer and your video recorder, or better still, you can just have an option where it automatically tracks the picture that you've got playing through your satellite or through your DVD player or through your games console, and then record it here. All you'd have to do is press the record button, and that's it. I'm now recording live TV. Now, once I've recorded the program, this is stored straight onto the video recorder. It's really good for catching clips of information that you wanted to, or merely just catching up with EastEnders on the train. Once you've stopped it, you press the stop button. It automatically saves it. And if I go back to the thing, there we go. So you can then see what you've recorded, press play, and all of a sudden we're watching the screen. One of the hottest features of the Archos 605 is the fact that it has built-in Wi-Fi, and we're standing here in my greenhouse along with my chilies and a couple of tomato plants to perhaps show you why that's important. Well, all you have to do is go to the Content Portal button on the screen, and that asks you whether you want to connect to a Wi-Fi network. As it is, I have a Wi-Fi network in my garden, hence why I'm standing here in my greenhouse. From there, I can choose to buy and access free content through the Archos portal. It's a really good idea because I've now managed to get extra content on this, and I haven't even connected it to a computer, haven't bothered to sit there downloading tracks and working out which ones I want to transfer across and all the other stuff. I can just do it straight from the device. Now, clicking here, I've accessed some free content. Depending on your Wi-Fi speeds and the connection ability and all the other stuff, depends on how long it takes. But as you can see here, it's started to play. It's already started to play, and that's because it's based on progressive downloading, which means that it should take you about there's a couple of seconds delay basically before you can start watching the program. It's a bit like when you watch a QuickTime trailer for the latest blockbuster movie when you visit the QuickTime website. Watching the program is really cool regardless of the content, purely because we just love the fact that there's Wi-Fi built in that we can do this. We love the Nintendo DS. Okay, I know it's been a while since it's been out, but it's just brilliant. Whether it's Dr. Kawasaki's brain training and you've got to go blue, no, yellow, no, or whether it's just like playing Kirby or Super Mario. We just love it. It's so simple. It's so brilliant. Small, compact, excellent, and 2 screens, and it's touchscreen. And the games, where do we start? The games are so interactive. They're just so much more fun than sitting there playing something on your mobile phone. That's really boring. And that's why we love the Nintendo DS.